Shalom, shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakah, Kwadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great, which is America. All right, according to the prophecies, man. All right, at the end of the day, according to Revelation 11 and verse 7, spiritually called Sodom and Egypt. All right, Sodom for the terrible acts that Babylon the Great indulges in, and Egypt goes into bondage, where the Israelites, Judah and Ephraim, the northern and southern kingdom, all right, which is coming back into one stick, were oppressed together in this land called Babylon the Great, according to prophecies. All right. And that's all through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Kahalayim La Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. All right. So I'm going to go straight into the lesson. It's basically just the talks of, basically going into prophecies. But the main topic is the Third World War. All right. The third woe. Okay. Because according to Revelation, so like I got different tabs and stuff open. But let me read this right quick. Revelation chapter 19, verse 10, straight to the point. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai. And we know it says Jesus, but in the Paleo Hebrew, his true name, it was Yahweh Shai and still is today. All right, and this was an angel that the prophet or the man of the Lord, John the Revelator, saw and encountered, and he was about to, start basically praising the angel. But the angels was basically saying, hey, I'm just a fellow brother and a messenger, all right, that have the testimony of who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, all right, the only begotten Son, because he is worthy to be praised. All right, he is worthy and honored, and he will receive his honor and glory when he established the kingdom of heaven, but also when he destroy this empire ruled by Esau, Edom, starting off with the elites. All right, starting off with Amalek. Okay. But meanwhile, you have people of the circumcisions, Israelites, that's supposed to know these scriptures and have understanding. Meanwhile, you have certain individuals that go against anything dealing with who the world inly calls Jesus Christ, the only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. All right, you got Israelite groups that don't even teach on the names at all. All right, you got some of them that teach certain things, but removing certain, other things that they don't like as the years prolong, being on this earth. All right, these other people are waxing worse and worse, these other groups. Okay, as the years prolong. Meanwhile, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is dealing with the men of Great Millstone to basically bring down every stronghold, man. Everything, whether it be, false doctrine, all right, defending the gospel, all right, breaking down true prophecies, all right, breaking down the true history on what happened, so on and so forth, man. Okay, so let me get back into it. Revelation 19 and 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. Worship the Most High Yahweh, for the testimony of Yahweh Shai HaMashiach is the spirit of prophecy. And that's what it's all about. The testimony of Yahweh Shai is the spirit of prophecy. All right, we are Hebrew Israelites. We are the prophets, the men of the Lord, that has a message coming from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. 14. No, so like I'm trying to look. Third woe coming quickly. I think it's 11. 14. Okay. This is Revelation. I'll start at, since I quoted it, Revelation 11 and 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, and that great city is Babylon the Great, all right, which is America today. And the dead bodies are the spiritual dead bodies, which are the Israelites, All right, the valley of the dry bones in Ezekiel 37. All right, and the ones that do live and came back to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, that the Lord allowed them to return unto them, that it symbolizes the elect, because only the elect will return unto the mighty God and power, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. All right, pursuant to Isaiah the 10th chapter, verse 20 and 22, with 20 on down to 22, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. He was X'd out. All right, he was, basically not, important. And that shows in the actions and the behavior and the vain thoughts of these so-called Americans, man. All right. The way that they think and the way that they live their life is totally anti-Hamashiach. It's totally against Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. But meanwhile, you have the men, the humble, fearful elect trying to the best of their ability, man. All right, still condemning this place. All right, via through the Spirit, because that's what it's all about. Okay. And of course, trying to be righteous to the best of your ability. All right. Verse 14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And the third woe is cometh quickly, man. All right. There's all types of news outlets, articles, media news, so on and so forth, that's touching the state that the world is in. And they're all saying the same things. We are on the brink of World War III. All right. It is not a unknown fact, or, people are not ignorant to the fact that we are in the stages of World War III. And meanwhile, you have in the United States doing strikes on different countries. Okay. You got Iran doing strikes, killing the three soldiers over there in Jordan this past weekend, or that Sunday or whatever, last Sunday. And then, America did some strikes yesterday. All right, over there in Iraq and Syria, even though they've always been doing strikes, but it's just a simple fact, the tension is brewing up. Sooner or later, it's not going to be no more of talks of rumors of wars. Sooner or later, it's going to be an all-out war. And that's what the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai is doing. Okay? Let me get that since I quoted. This is Matthew 24 and verse 6. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. All right, all these things are going to come to pass, and the end is not yet. And even with that being said, the MOTB, all right, via through the Spirit and power Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, via through prophecy, the MOTB has to be implemented before World War III really kicks off. So we're seeing the acts and the prophecies of World War III, how much more Revelation 13 and 16, which a lot of people do not talk about. All right. A lot of people done sold out to the fact that it is the truth, that is the correct doctrine via through Great Millstone, but they sold out their people and still lying to them. Eventually, they're going to have to catch up to that tab that they build up full of lies, man. All right. Especially dealing with that, because a lot of souls are going to take that device and be condemned by fire and brimstone. All right. Revelation 14 and verse 10. All right. And that's the stages that we are in right now. The wars and rumors of wars. Okay. All these different airstrikes that was going on. Salakia. Go back to the elders. And this is Elder Apostle Tahar. Elders in Transit 3 all together. And he did two videos Also dealing with the immigrants that's coming over here in the States. See, it's a reason why the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, is doing the things that he's doing. Because it's about to be a great slaughter in the land, like the scripture says, man, in many scriptures. All right, the Lord is not playing around, and he's really about to show he's not playing around, man. When all hell breaks loose, Jacob's trouble, the MARK, martial law, FEMA camps, concentration camps, lockdowns, all right, people being thrown out their houses, women getting raped, okay? It's going to be real bad in that day. But meanwhile, you got niggas, talking shit or talking out the side of their neck saying, the writings of Paul is not valid. Basically trying to say Paul wasn't a man of the Lord. He wasn't an important factor. Basically nitpicking certain things that they have problems with. And if you have that type of spirit, ultimately it's going to lead you down to an unbelieving heart. All right, an unbelieving mind, ultimately, man. Because you're going to be too busy trying to find nitpicks with this and that, not understanding the real times that we are in. All right, we are in the times of the elect being risen up. With that, the destruction is coming. The destruction of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is coming upon the land of Babylon the Great, which is the land that we're dwelling in as of today's time. All right. Right here in the great USA, man. Okay. And this is faithful and true prophecies that were written, afore time. Okay. That was written ever since the beginning because the Lord ordained these things to come to pass. All right. Isaiah 55 and 11. Okay. It was another one. Let me see. I read this. Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning. And the end from the beginning is manifest, man. The end of Esau world is right now. All right. And the beginning of it that followeth is the time of Jacob's. And that's the time that we are into. And it always been declared. All right. The end has always been declared ever since the beginning. And matter of fact, I'm going to read that. And then I'm going to go to Second Ezra right quick. Matter of fact, let me go to Second Ezra right now. I come back to Isaiah 46. Second Ezra chapter 6 and verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, the end of an age, of rulership. And that's the times that we are in right now. Esau, Edom being the so-called Caucasian race. All right. According to biblical prophecy and according to their characteristic traits, man. All right. Esau, Edom is the so-called Caucasian race via through the spirit and power, Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. All right. Via through faith. Because it makes sense. The characteristic traits that Esau had are the same descendants of these so-called white people. But continuing on, verse 9, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Jacob being the so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, they are the beginning of it that followeth of a new age, new Jerusalem, and a new earth, wherein dwelleth righteousness, man. New heavens and new earth. And new heavens is new rulership under the anointed righteous king. All right, Lord Yahweh Shai, man, Hamashiach. Okay. And we're going to be under the vibration coming from the Heavenly Father Yahweh, which we are going to be giving praise in that day, man. All right. We are already giving praises now. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. How much more in the kingdom of heaven? Let me go back to Isaiah 46. I go to verse 9, Isaiah 46:9. Remember the former things of old, for I am the power, the Most High Yahweh, and there is none else. I am the Most High Yahweh, power, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done. And the things that is not yet done is the destruction of Babylon the Great. All right. The deliverance of the election. All right. The Zechariah 13:9 and the Revelation, the 7th chapter. All right. And if I'm not mistaken, Revelation the 14th chapter, but I know Revelation the 7th chapter going into the 144,000. All right. My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. So everything that the Lord is ordaining, the things to come to pass, the Lord is doing it, and it will happen in due time and in due season. This is just the beginning stages of the wars and rumors of wars. All right. Even though you having so-called strikes, all right, retaliation, sanctions, and so on and so forth, when they really start popping off and going to the valley of Jehoshaphat, and more when Amalek draws in the U.S. for war. And they already been doing strikes with the U.K. Okay, so the United States are already in the war. But when they get drawn more into it, that's when it's really going to start brewing off, especially Gog and Magog, man. All right, Russia. All right, because Big Bad Russia is the main, chess piece of prophecy. Let me get Joel 3 since I called it. Joel chapter 3 and verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare a war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. And that's what they're going into, how certain countries that were mainly, involved in agriculture, financial supports, helping out their country in the best way possible. All right, basically not, how you basically have a farming tool, because that's what a pruning hook is, farming and sowing and reaping. All right, agricultural lifestyle, so on and so forth. And it's going to go straight to a sword, and the modern day sword that these nations are going to gear up to use is the nuclear missiles that all these nations have capability of, man. All right, they have the possession of. All right, in a nutshell. Okay. Let the weak say I am strong. That's why a lot of these small nations are gearing up for war. A lot of these other small nations are being guarded by Gog and Magog, going back to Ezekiel, the 38th chapter. All right. How, basically Gog and Magog was going to be a major influencer and a protector to all certain nations round about. All right. That's why you have certain nations like countries like Iran. All right. North Korea, China. All right. Pakistan. All right. So on and so forth. And sooner or later, the Lord is going to make sure all war breaks out, because it's prophecy. And he's already boiling the pot as we speak of right now. It's getting hot in the valley of Jehoshaphat, the Middle East, around the Saudi Arabia desert-like areas. And that's where all the tension is going on, as of right now today. Because it was crazy, because I was watching like short little videos, like under 10 minutes long, showing like the landmarks and the conflict that was going on in today's time, building up to World War III, because it was asking a question pertaining to World War III. What would happen if, United States go to war, and, certain case scenarios, not understanding that these case scenarios, It's going to be real life. All right. And it's going to happen according to prophecies of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Verse 11. Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither cause thy mighty ones to come down, O Lord. Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Let the heathen be wakened and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat of Yahweh Shaphat, the Most High's judgment, Yahweh's judgment. For there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about. Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. Come, get you down, for the press is full, the fats overflow, for their wickedness is great. Multitudes, all right, the large armies basically, in the valley of decision. For the day of the Lord is near, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, in the valley of decision. The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. And that's going to happen via the ways of nuclear missiles. All right. And also the wisdom in Edom is fading away. All right. The sorcery of witchcraft and deceit is fading away from Esau Edom. They're not under that veil anymore. All right. Pursuant to Isaiah 25:7. All right. The Lord is revealing, the wickedness of Esau Edom, going into Nahum, the 3rd chapter, Isaiah 47th. All right. Revelation, it's all throughout the scriptures, man. All right. Shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. Habakkuk 3:16 or 2:16. All right. That's what's happening to, the empire of Esau Edom. And that's why World War III is brewing up, because at the end all be all, the Lord is going to use these heathen nations to destroy Esau Edom and his rulership, his kingdom, by fire and brimstone, which is the new way is the ICBMs and the hypersonic nuclear missiles, all right, and the Tomahawk missiles, and, basically nuclear war. All right, pursuant to Isaiah chapter 9, verse 5. Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. All right. The foreskin of Esau Edom wickedness and filthiness that he done spread upon the whole world. That covering cast, that veil. The cup of the Lord, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be upon thy glory. All right. That's why you got a lot of people talking, mess and feeling some type of way about the founding fathers of this so-called country. All right, letting it be known that they was, witches, warlocks, and pedos, man. All right, pedals, man. It was a bunch of pedals. Okay. Go 2nd Ezra, and that's what's happening in the world, and upon and within Babylon the Great and its citizens. Probably in 16 I'm looking at. Hold on. Because this is all going into the end and the times of Jacob's trouble and a total collapse of the world and this society. Okay, this one I'm looking for. This is Salaki. 2nd Ezra 16:3. A sword is sent unto you, and who may turn it back? A fire is sent unto you, and who may quench it? Plagues are sent unto you, and what is he that may drive them away? Many may any man drive may any man drive away an hungry lion in the wood, or may anyone quench the fire in stubble when it have begun to burn? May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a mighty archer? The mighty Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? So at the end of the day, nobody can stop what the Lord sanctions to happen. Everything is in the willpower and in all total control by Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, man. And that's what people are going to realize, especially in that day, in the times of Jacob's trouble. A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it? He shall cast lightnings, and who shall not fear? He shall thunder, and who shall not be afraid? The Lord shall threaten, and who shall not be utterly beaten to powder at his presence? The earth quaketh, and the foundations thereof. The sea ariseth up with waves from the deep, and the waves of it are troubled, and the fishes thereof also before the Lord, and before the glory of his power. For strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp, and shall not miss. When they begin to be shot into the ends of the world, and it's being shot into the ends of the world, is Babylon the Great, America, because it's going to go from one end of one far country to the next. Let me keep reading. Verse 14, behold, the plagues are sent and shall not return again until they come upon the earth, Babylon the Great. The fire is kindled and shall not be put out till it consume the foundation of the earth, Babylon the Great. All right. Like as an arrow which is shot of a mighty archer returneth not backward, even so the plagues that shall be sent upon the earth shall not return again. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? All right. And the plague that is talking about is Zechariah 14 and 12. Zechariah 14 and 12. And this shall be the plague wherewith the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, will smite all the people that fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. All right. And what's going to do that is fervent heat. All right. That fire that's being shot like a mighty archer into the ends of the world. All right. From one end unto the next. Okay. Let me end off right here. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 13 and verse 1. Read on down to 5. It says, prophecies about Babylon. The burden of Babylon, which Isaiah the son of Amos did see. Lift ye up a banner upon the high mountain, which is America, that high government that ruleth the world, all nations basically. Exalt the voice unto them. Shake the hand, that it may go into the gates of the nobles, the super elites. And this truth has reached unto the gates of the nobles, man. That's why they're doing the things that they're doing. All right. But at the same time, they're still getting exposed, man, more and more, because at the end of the day, it's truth. And first and foremost, at the end of the day, it's of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Verse 3, I have commanded my sanctified ones. I have also called my mighty ones for my anger, even them that rejoice in my highness. All right. The elect. All right. The angels. All right. The heavenly hosts. All right. And his sanctified ones are the elect. Verse 4, the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai of hosts Sabaoth mustereth the host of the battle. They come from a far country, verse 5, from the end of heaven, even the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, and the weapons of his indignation to destroy the whole land. All right, and the Lord is mustering up the battle, all right, for World War III to pop off, and end all be all is going to be the weapons of his indignation that's going to destroy the whole land. That's why you have a precept 200,000 in Revelation. All right. Read further on down. Okay. This is Revelation chapter 9 and verse 17. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire and of jensen and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. By these three was the third part of men killed, and the third part of man going into the third classification of man. All right, the son of the wicked, the son of perdition. Second Timothy, not Timothy. Think Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, or either First Thessalonians, the second chapter. I know it's in the second chapter. The son of perdition, Salakia. By the fire and by the smoke and by the brimstone which would issue out of their mouth. For their power is in their mouth and their tails. For their tails were like unto serpents, and they had head, and with them they do hurt. All right, and that's going into those nuclear missiles. And also the prophecy of World War III. I mean, not World War III, World War I. All right, going into the missiles that they had, and what the prophet John the Revelator saw during that time of prophecy, World War I, that was happening. All right, because if you read right here in verse 12, one woe is past, and behold, the third, and there come two woes more hereafter. All right, so basically that vision, okay, Salakia, that was going into the time of World War I. But ultimately, the Lord is going to use the same, ways of war. World War I was fought and World War II was fought. Eventually the involvement of nuclear capability. All right. So it was an increase in that later, via through the time frame. That's going to end up leading to World War III, to an all-out nuclear war that's going to destroy the whole land. All right, and that's going to destroy the empire of Esau, Edom, and Salakia on that last part, man. Okay, this precept right here, because it's and the elders got it, and I even also got it in my notes, the breakdown of Revelation, the 9th chapter. So Salakia on my behalf on that. This was going into the prophecy of the time of World War I. Okay. And, Lord will, I put the video in the description box, the link to the video. So with that, I'm going to close out by saying Shalom, Kahalayim La, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that teach us this truth through the spirit and power of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakak Wadash. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect scattered abroad around the four corners of the earth, mainly in Babylon the Great. Until next time, I say Shalom, Shalom. Peace, love, and blessings to the elect. All right, scatter abroad. And like I said, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. All right, all praises, glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. Shalom.